Let's begin today's Vanguard news by speculating if Bushiroad announcing Lyrical Monasterio cards and EZSS11 near at the end of the month was a PR move to avoid further backlash due to certain countries losing premium format in this year's Summerfest in favor of Lyrical Cup. But before you close the video, here's a Stoicheria card, so I can at least get paid this month for video retention. Throbbing Pomegranate gets all of its effects if your order card was bound from your drop zone by your Vanguard's ability this turn. While in the drop zone, you can pay 3 energy if you don't have a rear guard with the same name as this card to call itself to rear guard. And while on rear guard at the start of your battle phase, you can give this unit a continuous ability that gives all your front row rear guards with 5k original power or lower 5k power if you don't have another rear guard with the same name as this card. But it goes into your soul at the end of your turn if you use this ability. Before anyone says that this is obviously a support for Claudine, let me remind players that Zorga technically uses unit cards with 5k or less original power. It's not a good tech, but still an option. Watch your step. Myurilla while on rear guard lets you put 2 of your rear guards in the same column as her into your soul at the end of the battle she attacked or boosted, and your rear guard performed a drive check this turn to either add a grade 2 or lower normal unit card that isn't a sentinel from your soul, or pay 1 counter blast to add a grade 3 normal unit from your soul. And while in your soul, you can bind herself if you have a grade 3 or higher Vanguard to put a normal unit that isn't a sentinel from your drop zone to the bottom of your deck. Then your Vanguard gets 5k power. Either this card was for Charm Out or Knock No, or there's a new Lyrical Monasterio card that's about to assimilate Keta Sanctuary. Blossoming Ballad Dragon Flubrum, while on rear guard or the Guardian Circle gets the intercept ability and 5k shields. And once per turn while on rear guard, you can pay 3 energy when she attacks a Vanguard while you have a grade 3 or higher Vanguard to get 5k power, then return up to 1 of your rear guards to your hand at the end of that battle. You return up to 2 rear guards instead if you have 4 or more damage or you Persona Road this turn. This is one of the few times I'll give Bushiroad props for keeping all the limit break cyclers as dragons, much like what they did with the previous dragon cyclers. Now if they can just do this to other races like insect or aliens, then I'll be impressed. Finally, Amon's Octavia is an ace unit. When placed on rear guard, that isn't during the battle phase, she gets 5k power. Then you can pay 3 energy to draw a card and give 1 of your rear guards an auto ability that lets you return it to your hand at the end of your turn. And while on rear guard, she gets 5k power when she attacks, while your opponent has a grade 3 or higher Vanguard. Then she gets an additional 5k power if 2 or more of your rear guards were placed this turn. It feels as though this card was the whole reason unique skills even became a once per game mechanic and the other nations had to suffer just to hide this fact. I say this because all of the ace units tend to only give you back a card as their replacement when you call them, whereas this card can potentially bounce herself back on top of drawing a card every turn. If not for the unique skill restriction, was exempting herself with her ability so hard, or did Bushiroad's R&D just didn't care? And that concludes this Vanguard news without the bullshit. Special thanks to my Patreon members for continuing to support my content creation. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments how unique skills are actually common, and one nation ruined it for everyone.